Hi Sagittarius, welcome into your reading. We're reading for the latter half of May. So we're looking at the third week and the fourth week of May. So Spirit Angels, let's start with you with some oracle info for Sag, please. We're going to start with one oracle card, but we're also going to end the reading with oracle cards. I like oracle cards. They make us see things we're not ready to face up. All right, show me, or I take the top two cards. Thank you. I guess they didn't want me to pick the card. Let's see what you got. Lioness. Hello. You've earned all your stripes. What's this all about? Naturally, sometimes with growth comes a little scarring. Okay, so naturally sometimes with growth comes a little scarring. You've come incredibly far and you should be proud of the person you've become. Think of your scars not as a reminder of the pain you've had to endure in the past, but as proof that you can survive anything. And that's so true. So, this is how we're going to start this reading. You are a lion or lioness. All right, so let us continue. So, you've been through some shit. All right. And you came out the other end. All right. And if you haven't, you will be. All right. Let's see what's going on for my Sag. What's the situation third week into fourth week of May, please? Which is the Sag I'm reading for? Oh my God. Oh my God. You've been through some shit. This is no joke, guys. This is a big fight. This is a big explosion. This is quitting a job. This is getting fired. This is like breaking up with a partner. This is a marriage collapsing. This is a partnership in business, just like a friend, family. This is no joke. It definitely ended for some of you, something. And it brought on a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. Some of you are dealing with someone that is having this kind of issue going on. For you, this is going to embark a new chapter. This stuff is over. But I do see you needing to make a judgment call. Those of you that are dealing with a lover, by the way, a lover is not a husband or a wife. It's not a boyfriend or a girlfriend. No, they're not. They're not even they're your partner, but they're not your business partner. But you work together. You need to make a judgment call. Something over there has hurt you profoundly, or you're dealing with some kind of case scenario that this is going on, but this is starting a new chapter for you. Guys, I'm pausing you for a quick second so I can plug in the battery. Okay, we are all set. Ready to rock and roll. What's coming into my Sagittarius, please? You're having some anxiety and sleepless nights over this whole entire scenario, this situation. All right, but you're healing. Page of Pentacles. You're healing and you're learning some kind of life lesson also from this whole entire scenario. If this is quite literal, you could be going back to school, getting certified, getting some education. Others of you, this is talking about the potential of something that you had and now you're healing from it, but you're having sleepless nights and stress. What doesn't Sagittarius see coming? You're still holding on to an energy, holding on for dear life, to a person, to a place, to an event, to a situation, and you're thinking about the time and energy you had invested financially, emotionally, mentally, or a person in a relationship. You're still holding on to this. But you're also holding on to your worth and your value. So it's like one of these things. You're seeing someone, you're dating someone, you're talking to somebody, you're in a relationship, you're in a marriage, you feel disrespected. So you take a step back. You have a big fight, you have a big explosion, you move yourself backwards. And you're sitting there thinking to yourself, you know what? I put all this time and energy and effort into this situation. I'm still holding on. Why am I holding on? But at the same token, you know your worth and your value, which is what made you do that in the first place. And unfortunately, we still have Mercury retrograde. When it goes direct, things will become a lot more clear for you because we're also full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign. You're not. You're a fire sign. You do things with passion and chemistry. And if that shit's not there for you, it's not there. But the emotional side of all of this is reflecting upon your desires, your wants, your needs. So because we also have Mercury retrograde, we're thinking about things from the past. All of this is going to get righted, course corrected, once it goes direct. So let's see what your advice is. The reason I'm telling you all of this is because you are going to get somewhat stuck here. I just want you to know why you're getting stuck. It's the planetary alignments, it's the influence of the planets, all of that. Plus we have Jupiter, your planet, moving out of Aries going into Taurus, which talks about structure, which talks about stability. So you're going to reflect on those things also. This is why you're pausing and reflecting all the time and energy you spent with somebody, because that's kind of what you want at the end of the day. You want stability. So we'll see what's going on. Advice. Three of Cups, Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Chariot. Your advice here is to move on regardless of the positive and negative stuff in your life, to put yourself back out there. Three of Cups, Eight of Cups in reverse. You might need to revisit something from your past. You might need to go back to it. We're going to clarify, we'll see why. But, going back, Eight of Cups in reverse can be an environment, a person, a place, a thing, a situation that happened to you. Maybe third party situation is here. Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse, and it's been there, and I've been looking at the back of the deck. This card has not shifted in the last three positions, which makes me feel this is about you still not being single. But Spirit's like saying you need to keep to your agenda. All right? You need to keep focused. Regardless of what's going on in your external environment, you might need to revisit something from your recent past. We'll see why that's there. Let me move this. Let me shake these cards up a bit. What's the outcome? Outcome for Sag. It's nice. It's an oxymoron. Oh, I see. Okay, because you know your worth and your value, now you're assessing everything. Hold on. You have the opportunity for something new to come into you, okay? But it's in the challenge position. This could be a brand new relationship, or this could be some kind of new financial opportunity. Now, with that said, you have two opposing energies here. The Ten of Cups is happy environment, happy couplehood between you and the other person, or being left out in the cold and penniless. There's a hustle and a bustle here. There's exhaustion. There's a burden of some kind. And it's all being crossed by this. So, it's like you're being burdened over here. And I don't know if the burden is the choice or the burden is that you're dealing with all of this stuff. But you can easily go to something brand new that's going to make you happy or leave you out in the cold. Either emotionally or financially. And that is your burden. Whether to do this or not do this, it's here. But it's in a challenge position. So it makes me feel like you're thinking about it. But you're not making moves on it quite yet. We'll see. Whatever this situation is, this crash and burn situation, that broke your heart or is making you very sad, and you're starting a new chapter here, whatever this is something that you feel is utterly hopeless. Period, the end, goodbye. You see nothing from this. This is why you got this oracle card in the first place. This is the first time I wanted to try this, where I threw down an oracle before I started doing the reading. And now that the spreads are out and I'm seeing here, you've earned all your stripes. You've been through the worst of it. You've been through hell and back, and you're still standing. And now I can see why. And the first layer that comes out, those are the 3 shittiest cards, and they came in aligned together as a combination. That's pretty devastating shit right there. That's a whole world collapse. Do you understand? This is a collapse of your world. And this is the new world. This is after. And this is something that you feel is hopeless. Whatever this is, this has made you or is forcing you to go within, to go into hermit mode, to keep to yourself. What is this Page of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords? And again, this could be somebody else that you're dealing with. This might be their energy, but you're in it. King of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands, holy shit. Guys, the King and Queen of Wands, you're here as a couple with somebody where you're both fire signs. You both match, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But one of you is in the reverse. That's your person. Your person's in the reverse, breaking up with them, or they're just not in the right place for you right now. You're just not matching energies. And you're stressing over this, and you're trying to heal some kind of dynamic. But this is you kind of like rejecting them in a way. What's this 4 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles? Two of Swords and Justice. You're torn between doing the right thing and staying here with somebody that you spent time and energy that you're still holding on to. This can be a project, money, or a marriage, relationship. But you're at a crossroads and you're really torn on what to do. But Justice is talking about the scales of your life being course corrected. Everyone got this card. Everyone got death and everyone got justice. The whole collective. It is because of the Scorpio full moon. I am not shocked that everybody got this fucking card. I did 6 readings. Everyone got this because everyone's going through a transformation. Not to mention this is the year of 7. It's a huge spiritual year. This is an awakening within all of us. It is us looking and reassessing our whole entire lives. This is us evolving as human beings. Where we stand, who we're with, who are our friends, how do they believe in us? Do they believe in us? Can you trust them? You're doing all this assessing too, and you're struggling to do the right thing. And you're going forward still in the same direction, but slowly, methodically, patiently, cautiously. Let's see the advice. The Chariot, the 8 of Cups in reverse, and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, you're weighing well, it's saying to weigh your pros and cons. Not that you are, but this is what it's telling you need to do. You need to weigh your pros and cons. You need to really look at this. Go back to something or someone from your past. Really take a good look at the situation. Weigh your pros and cons. And it has something to do with you. Can also be third party, like you being the mister or the mistress, you being the third party. You need to remain focused. That card is coming out twice. Don't let this derail you. Let me see your outcome. Ace of Pentacles, 10 Cups, and 10 of Wands. You're at the end of whatever this cycle is, to be honest with you, okay? The Devil in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the the Prince of Swords in reverse, and the High Priestess. This is talking about a commitment that went backwards. Something with either money on your home, it's inverted, or a marriage or commitment is inverted. But this is also you getting rid of something toxic with the Devil here. But somebody rushed this decision. It was a rash decision with the Page of Swords in reverse. And now the High Priestess is here. You're trying to use your intuition, not to mention the sheer fact that you're not talking to somebody here, or you're not speaking up. You're not telling them anything. I know you're not, because the Queen of Swords is over here at the bottom of the deck. You're assessing things. You're weighing your pros and cons. You will be doing it. You're like, here's my worth, here's my value. Does this person match? I don't know what to do. Should I go? I feel betrayed. I feel like this is an ending. I don't know where the future is going. With some of you, could be an Aries, could be a Leo. Should I be single? Should I not be single? It's kind of what you're doing. The offer to not be single is strongly here. But I also see you having rejected somebody, because you're trying to get rid of something toxic for you. You feel like something's toxic and you want to get rid of it. But this is an impulsive decision. Not even a decision. This is like somebody that rushes in to talk in a very negative, angry way. And you're just like not talking to them. You're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk to you. That's what's going on for the week. Romance angels, what do you see here? Stay optimistic about your love life. There is somebody here. Look, guys, I did tell you. There is an opportunity. This is up to you. You could be left out in the cold, or you could be in a happy relationship here with somebody. And your cards are saying this could be the one. So only you know. And it almost makes me feel like the ball is in your court with that card. Loss. Anything else? For Sagittarius? You're in a runner-chaser dynamic? Is that what's happening here? In pursuit, convincing, rejection. Let them go and let it be. Loss. Loss of self and identity. Discover your true self again. That's the first card that came out. You don't need to chase anyone or anything. At all. Last card of advice, please, for Saggies. Sagittarius, please. Summon and movement. Things are not going to stay here stagnated. They're going to shift. But summon and movement talks about you have the power to call on your spirit guides to, and have this auspicious moment where things work out in your favor. When you choose this card, it's a symbol to create a ritual and to connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward, Sag. How do you communicate with your powers or with me, your goddess, your universe, your spirit angels, your ancestors, who or however you communicate with? Now's the time to pray, to meditate, to acknowledge the sacred in every experience. Don't take your next step lightly. You have the power to summon your spirit, summon your courage, and summon even me. You're inquiring about something incredibly important. Breathe and wait for a sign before you act. Choose another card if you need more understanding of my wisdom for you. How interesting. And 2 cards did fall out. And it's funny that I read that one first. Let's see what movement is. And that is your wisdom for you. Or something that you need to know. This is a time of change and movement and a symbol for wonderful surprises. If you've been waiting for something, you will soon have the clarity. You will get answers you thought would never come. And you will move closer to things that were out of reach before. Perhaps this card predicts a trip that you've always wanted to take. The symbol for movement can indicate both a change of scene and a real shift in the direction of your life. No matter what the symbol holds for your question, know that wonderful change is now possible. This is the time for you to make a movement. But first you wait for a sign, and you summon your spirit guides, and you weigh your pros and cons, and you don't derail, and you remain focused, and you need to revisit something here to analyze and assess before you do so. All right, Saggy, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next Sunday, and happy Mother's Day.